Wow.
This sound international right here.
No.
Real Ellie Caliente.
Very about.
But y'all niggas didn't know.
Alright, 17 minutes, 30 seconds. Welcome to
Come on, man.
At least like
Girl, I know
this might seem strange, but
Y'all ready?
out of order happened to you this way.
I've been
watching you for a while.
All right. Welcome back to Random on Repeat.
Random on repeat. Kmart.
Broby.
Did you just use your radio voice?
One Kenobi.
Yo, it's always bro.
You know what's weird?
Kenobi.
What's that?
You know I went to Ryder, right? So, and I've been around a lot of Caucasians.
Caucasus, yes.
The lighter side of life.
The weird thing is, I don't even recognize my own voice anymore. So I always have this kind of like high pitched voice. My voice fluctuates. I don't know if y'all notice sometimes. But if I talk in my normal voice, it's very, very low. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why I do it if I just relax and just talk in my normal voice.
Because that's the.
But I've been not saying I talk like that because I'm around a lot of white people, but everybody has it.
But you
It's
do.
quiet.
But everybody black.
It's your white people voice.
Yeah.
Did you watch that?
No.
Yo, you haven't watched that movie?
Yeah.
I just got Garrett to watch it.
It's good.
What?
Sorry to bother you.
Saw the bother you?
Yeah.
No, I never watched it.
It's good.
Fucking fire.
Okay.
It's good.
Fire.
Well, wellness check. How is everybody?
Fat.
Listen,
Happy.
I think they see that.
Fat and happy.
Hey, but listen, real soon we going fix. We're gonna
We're gonna do a random on repeat reduction.
I actually brought some weights from my homeboy, and I'm actually gonna start hitting those.
Okay.
Just to get
You only needed one for your left hand, or?
Because the right hand getting worked. I know it is.
Actually, I got like 4 of them Jones. But it's just because I looked in the mirror the other day and I'm like, man, I'm losing like probably fucking.
Yeah, losing weight.
Yeah, I'm losing weight bad.
Yeah.
We need to be on your diet.
I know.
Not my stomach though, but just like my muscle mass and everything.
I know. I know. This your chest looks a little saggy.
Right. Everything's pointing inward now.
Are you doing a thing or are you being serious? Because I can't tell anymore.
Nah, I'm not looking at your chest. I'm not looking at your chest.
I'm not losing any weight at all. But come soon.
We're gonna get to the topic. But you like to look in the mirror and you see like your chest start going to your armpits?
Yes.
Yo, son.
Yeah.
You're like, I used to be full up here, and it's just like kind of spreading.
I just want to say that, and then real quick, we'll get to the topic. I didn't know, and women, I'd like to, we got to get some invention or some kind of something for boob sweat, because like right up under this right up under there, it get like a weird sweat, and then you got to like wipe it out, and I don't know, because what are you supposed to do with that? Like, what do you do? We need some wipes for that, or is there a powder?
You just put it on your ashy ass knuckles. You're good.
Do that shit like you do fucking snot.
And heaven forbid that like women with some like the big ones. I don't know what y'all is doing. Like this heat got to be because mine is. I've got some A's and it's
my G. Those are no A's right there. You're a pure C.
I'm just saying, I had no idea. So this is a new problem for me. So if you got some solutions or something, hit us up.
Yeah.
I actually want to get into this topic. I'm gonna read this. We had some other stuff we were gonna talk about, and I read this and it kind of bothered us. So we want to talk about. Well, tell me what we want to talk about, Martin.
So we're going to talk about the friend zone and what does that mean to the female from the male's perspective, I guess. But anyway,
okay,
go ahead. He's going to read it. Yeah.
I'm going to read this real quick. It says, men talk about the friend zone a lot, but something that doesn't get talked about is the pain you feel as a woman when you realized you didn't have a friend. You had a man pretending to care for you so he could sleep with you.
I did see that.
And that right there, man, is
I thought that was deep as hell. Something I know. I'm going to go out on a limb and say 99.9% of guys never even thought about.
and that brings us back into a topic that we've talked about before. Can men and women really truly be friends? And I want to hold our feet to the fire, as they say, and take some accountability. I know that I've been friends with someone before with the hopes of laying down with them.
And before you even start, because whenever you did ask me that question in the group, and I remember seeing it, the very first thing I fucking thought of was like, do all my friends, all the girls that I have as friends, do I want to fuck them? That's the first thing I thought about. I was like, do I want to have sex with every last one of my female friends?
Well,
No, I mean, no.
not anymore.
Okay.
But
I mean, no, because
so
but again, taking some accountability, you have done that to somebody.
yeah.
what do you mean? Like,
You've been friends with a girl solely with the hopes of laying down with her.
not necessarily, because if it's already established. I mean, not necessarily I want to fuck you, but I've already been kind of quote unquote use the word courting, I guess, talking to you, and it's already been kind of like it's already one of those things. You getting to know somebody, and maybe I guess the hopes to sleep with them, but that's not really my initial goal. I do like them, and I want to get to know them, but of course that.
so the
game.
the friend zone.
Have you ever done that?
Just to have sex with them? No, I've never.
No. But so let me say this. Shit. How do you say this? So let me back it up. So first, the friend zone is, like you said, something you get put into. So kind of pushing back on that statement where it's like, hey, you kind of feel fucked up that this guy was been pretending to be your friend, just to come down the line and maybe fuck.
It's kind of a dirtbaggy move.
It is, but listen to this. On the other hand, like Bro said, if you go into a situation and offering dick immediately, that's the first thing you're offering is dick, and she doesn't take it. Y'all end up clicking another type of way anyway, and becoming friends. You get put in the friend zone. The guy in his mind is still thinking, I offered it. If that chance ever comes up, I'm going to take it.
You know what? I did have a friend like that. She actually ended up living with me for a little while, and I was trying to initially. I take that back. I did have done that. I mean,
okay.
I have done that, and I was I thought she was cool, but I kind of wanted to fuck her. So I'm like, talked it up, and she just put me in a friend zone, and ever since then we actually became really close fucking friends. Like we're like best friends.
So if the opportunity ever, like even right now, the opportunity ever came up, would you?
It actually did sort of come up once, but nothing ever happened. But now, no, I wouldn't do it. We're too close like that. I would never do that. If something like that ever happened in this position, transpired and fucking
And she was
presented
pushing it.
And she was pushing. I would honestly feel uncomfortable. I would think that she's actually going through something. Something's going on with her, and she doesn't really want to do this. This is something that even if I was
so
you
go straight Drake on her.
So what does that mean?
See,
the fuck you mean?
I understand.
I wouldn't do it.
I understand that lane because, like I said before, after learning a bunch of stuff that I've learned, we're all a little sleazy at times.
Not me.
And again, I'm like I said, just taking accountability. Like I think there's been situations where you just met somebody and you wanted to get your rocks off or whatever, and for whatever reason she didn't let you, and y'all just become sort of friends but not really friends, and she hit you up every now and then, you hit her up every now and then, y'all not close but y'all cool, and you just only interact with her because you're waiting for that door to open. That's happened to people, right?
I can't say I've done that because I've always. Well, let me.
You girls,
I
they know
take
who
that
they
back.
talking to.
No, I take that back. But no, she already knew what it was.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
knew
Girl, I think
she
girls
knew she already
know.
knew what it was, and then when that situation happened, I pressed it. You know,
There and again, I've said before, there are some girls that I'm really, really cool with, even now. That I don't even think about that stuff. They're just
yeah. So let
regular
me
folks to me.
yeah. Let's answer that question real quick before we get too far away from it. Can men and women be friends?
I think again,
I thought about that. I've been going back and forth.
I've been thinking about that for a while too. And
Do you
Whether it's on one side or
so
another, I think somebody's gonna want to sleep with each other. One
so
so
two actually let me add this caveat in there too. All right, can men and women actually be friends with each other? And can men and women be friends after y'all have slept together and just only be friends?
yes.
see that I think that's easier for women to do than it is for men. And that's why a lot of women are like, yo, buddy crazy. That guy, he did this, he did that. I'm gonna say something, and I know men don't really say this. We don't know sometimes. We really don't. If you giving a guy attention and y'all wind up sleeping together, say once, and then you kind of fade off a little bit, and he's hitting you up and he's hitting you up, and he's just trying to talk to you. He's not being crazy. He's just trying to talk to you. He's trying to figure out what's going on. You're not responding, then you give him some space, or then he gives you some space, and then he's waiting a little bit, then he hits you again. He's just trying to figure out what the hell happened. Because you didn't tell us we did anything wrong. We don't know what the hell we did. All we did, we know that we made whoopee, and then you went ghost after that, and now we look like the crazy person because we're trying to hit you up and see what's going on with
And
you.
you know she'd be like, here he goes again.
Right.
Look at him.
Right.
Look at him.
Right.
7 times.
Right. And we're going, hey, I'm just checking on you. And girls, I don't, and we might stumble again, usually into another category, but like, not every guy that's trying to check on you is trying to get in your panties. Sometimes we really just trying to check on you. Sometimes we really just trying to see how you're doing.
Right.
Sometimes we really just want to know if you're doing okay, if you need something. Yo, if you got to talk about something and you can't talk to your regular friends, and I've literally said that to people, hey, I know I'm not your first choice, probably not even your second choice, but if you need somebody outside the box that's not your normal group, holler at me and I'll definitely listen to you and I'll give you some feedback. Because that's the kind of person I am.
I think more women need to, I guess, take advantage of that.
But
And I'm not going to say names, but I talked to some females and they're just like off their rocker. I'm like, he was doing this and this and this and this and this. Like, my man, he just wanted a little space. But he went and did, yeah. That's him trying to be the cool guy and say and try to grab some space. Or they'll be like, I don't know, I really want to be with this person, but they're not showing me the same this or the same that. I was like, well, it's two things. Either he don't like you, or that's not that nigga personality.
yo, that's not that man's personality. We need to talk about that. You can't make somebody be something that they not. If you met Buddy and he was being a certain way, he's not gonna all of a sudden be another way just because you're interested in him or just because y'all did something together.
Yeah. Yeah. That's facts. No. So where men mess up is we want to stay the same. Where
Accurate.
women mess up
Accurate.
Where women mess up is they want everything to change to their fairy tale. Like, I seen this glimpse of him, like he was assertive, and now, I just want him to be assertive again. Like, that dude is too chill. He ain't gonna do that. Or he's quiet.
But they miss it, but they get that confused with complacency though, as well. Because they think that you're a certain way, and then you're not doing it anymore, so they think that you didn't got complacent, and then you don't care about the relationship.
But again, we don't know because you didn't say. Like a lot of times, women didn't say anything.
Yeah, and I always go back to when me and my wife would have some issues with my second born. Um, I didn't know that the kind of help she wanted. She was like, she wasn't verbal about it. She's grumpy and mad and argumentative, and I was tired and wanted to take a nap after work, and I didn't not understanding and not communicating. Not understanding is an issue, but then not communicating about it is the bigger issue.
Yes.
So I didn't know she was mentally tired. I'm like, hell, I'm making all the money. Take care of that boy.
Are you okay with your wife having friends, like male friends?
Absolutely not.
and
Unless
he's
he's gay and paying for it.
And what? But why is that?
Because I know guys.
What does that mean?
So back to the question.
So
in certain situations, very
it's
very
situational now.
It is, because very, 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 very small percentages of those type of relationships can exist.
Especially if the female is in a relationship and the guy knows it, so they're just waiting for their opportunity.
Time out. And this is something that came up the other day, and I might have asked you, but I didn't ask you. If I've known chick for 10 years, and she finds a guy, and they're in a new relationship. She just met buddy. They've been dating, courting, whatever you want to call it, for 6 months. She's supposed to not be friends with me no more, and I've known her for 10 years.
So
not necessarily, but out of respect, you know what I'm saying, you should take a back seat. Like, hey, look, I know we've been friends, but my boyfriend doesn't like us doing this, and you'd be like, you should be okay. So you know what, I respect that.
And so this is the situation.
But if we're just friends, I don't have a problem meeting your guy. I don't have a problem talking to your guy. I don't have a problem with him hitting me up. Like, yo, because I don't want nothing from her but the best. Me and her been friends. I've seen her go through so much that all I want to do is be a good friend to her because I've watched the type of shit that she's been through.
But you just answered your own question, though. If you not want nothing from the best, but the best for her, you should already take a back seat. Like, look, I respect your relationship. I respect you. I just, you know what I'm saying?
But now this is where you talk about the friend zone. So when I started dating my wife, she had a guy that she said she was best friends with. Cool. You best friends with the dude. I met him, chopped him up. Cool. My guy, he ends up professing his love to her online. So and then go to the backstory is, well, they became best friends, good friends, after she said no, after she rejected him. And so my man's just chilling.
That's how best friends start.
Yo, but no.
Yeah, it is.
But it doesn't matter. My man was waiting in the zone. He saw his opportunity start to slip, and so he put it out there for her. Say, you choose now, pretty much.
You choose now.
Not necessarily, not like that, but he kind of the way he professed his love to her for everybody to see. Kind of like, hey, I know you with a buddy, but this is how I feel. I think that I ain't gonna get a chance to say it.
You know what? I will.
And so I had to get out of character and get online and say something to him publicly. I told her, I was like, nah, my guy likes you. No, it's not like that. Cool. Continue that relationship. But if I end up having to smack up this dude, that's on you.
This is public record. I'm old. I'm fighting over mine. You can't have them. Like, you go away. I don't need them problems.
And I say, of course. I mean, y'all know me, but I'm not getting really out of character unless it's warranted. If you try to holler at my chick, she shuts you down.
Yeah, she should be able to.
And you don't know I'm in the picture. Oh, hey, my bad. I didn't know you were taken. Let me step back. Now, if you know I'm in the picture, you've met me, and you try to progress anyway.
So
yeah,
can a friendship continue after that?
It's not supposed to. I don't think it should.
She
So,
gonna hit you.
I
with
tell
the,
you,
I've known him all my life. We've been cool. I don't know why he did that. He only did that just the one time. He was off his rocker that time. He ain't
yeah,
gonna do that type of
and
shit no
so
So
and
disrespectful to y'all's marriage and y'all's relationship. She shouldn't even.
that's I left it
more.
up
You
to
can't
her.
control me. Now you're being controlling, bro.
Yo, and so I left it up to her about it.
Is that not a little controlling though? Even okay. So like I
So
said at the beginning, say you've been in this relationship for 6 months, and he's already telling you like, yo, you can't be friends with so and so. You can't be friends with so and so. Is that controlling or is that just regular relationship
Off
stuff?
top, yeah, that is controlling. That's dictating y'all's fucking relationship with telling you who you can and cannot be friends with, whether it's a female, male, even. And if it goes to that, then it's definitely going to go to family members. It's going to go to what you can.
No, it's not.
So you as a 10-year friend, what do you do?
So this is it. This is the thing here. Those relationships can exist. Can exist.
They can.
If it hasn't ever been a situation where, hey, I'm trying to hit. I don't think if that dude's trying to get at her, if you're trying to get at a female, later on down you can't be a friend.
All right, then that moves us into the next section of it.
If you have sex with her, you definitely cannot be friends.
Why not?
Oh, certain situations.
I've had
Y'all share a child together and y'all want to be friends? Good. There's no avenues for you to mess around there.
Y'all. Okay, like what's the gap though? I met you when I was 16, 17. We bumped a little bit. Figured out it didn't work, and now we older now. We just good friends. We real good friends.
That's tough.
I've seen you through your marriage, your divorce, your breakups, everything, and we just cool.
So all right, we're looking at everything like, okay, can she be a friend with him? Look at it from your perspective. Like
I have a friend that's exactly like that. Me and her,
or the other way. You bumped, or she's messed around. She's messed around with her friend. And they were in a 2-year relationship, figured out it didn't work out. 20 years later, they still cool and text messages and stuff like that. Because the mindset is of almost every man. If I slid in there once, I'm going to slide in there again.
I think
it's always on the table. You're in the lineup, and you don't even know you're in the lineup.
I think I've already said publicly that I'm not like y'all though. I'm bananas and over the top. That is just not even a secret. I'm tearing the whole house up.
So no, she cannot be friends with that dude.
I didn't say you have to.
I have a close friend that I work out. I work out with, and she's a female. We like the same things, other females. So there's no that is never ever going to happen.
That don't even sway me.
So
that don't even sway me because
you gross. Anyway,
because things do happen.
No,
they do. She wasn't always gay.
Yeah, she wasn't, but she definitely gay now.
I have
challenge accepted, huh?
No.
Nah, yes. and then I have another friend that I used to work. I thought she would get along well with my wife, so we were friends first, and then I introduced her to my wife, and they're actually better friends now than we are. Me and her are. So,
but you're speaking in the girls. Could you do that with a dude?
What you mean? No. Stupid. What kind of question is that?
You contradict yourself because you're still friends with your ex-wife.
Yeah, but there's no avenue ever going to be there.
But y'all have had that.
But who dictates that though?
Huh?
Who sets that standard?
Both of us.
Is that a conversation that was had? No.
So we at one point, I think we're both single again, and we didn't try to pursue it.
So what?
What you mean, so what?
But do you think it was still on the table?
No. It was definitely on the table for me.
You can walk in a restaurant and not order and still be in the restaurant. Just because you didn't get nothing off the menu don't mean you wasn't in there.
Okay.
This nigga analogy.
I'm saying,
Hey, you could be two pieces of pie and come out as a clam.
I'm saying that unless there's a conversation had about it, and I think that's where friendships you have to live in that realm where y'all
But-
can both
So
honestly say, hey, look, I'm only here to be your friend, and really mean that. And I
but
know that's tougher for girls than it is for guys.
I think the more exposure to relationship, your current relationship, it makes it easier for that never to come up. So like, I wouldn't say they're like friends, but they're definitely friendly. My ex-wife and my wife. She's been to our baby shower. My wife's been to my ex's baby shower. My ex has been to my wife's graduation. Like, we're super cordial. We all like get along. Like, her dude, super cool. I like him. We talk. We kind of hung out as guys at birthday parties. But I think the more exposure and if you start looking at, especially in our situation, because we have a child that we're sharing, and you look at it, okay, we're a family versus,
But being cordial is something different than being friends. Because also in this friend realm, when boys and girls are friends and one of them has a spouse, that's another tricky thing. Because if you and my girl are best friends and she keep hitting you every time she mad at me and she dumping all of my shit into your lap, I'm not cool with that.
Well, you shouldn't.
Yeah, any person, if she ain't dumping it back on your lap and y'all not talking about it as adults, that's the issue.
Usually when girls and guys are friends with the opposite sex, they complain to the opposite sex because they think that they're gonna understand. They're like, "Hey, my girl, she don't do this, she don't do that," and you're looking for basic feedback from somebody of the same gender. So, because that's understanding, that's relatable, right?
So if you're really a friend as a male and you're a female coming up to you and you talk about, well, my boyfriend's doing this and this, you as a man should be like, hey, give her your perspective, but like, hey, you need to talk to old boy about this.
That's always my advice.
That's always my advice.
That's always my advice.
If like I see, we had a mutual friend that his chick was going off online, and I just inboxed her, hey, a lot of this conversation needs to be had with him and not with the world.
See, man, in that case, I can't. I don't jump in that stuff no more.
We know how that ended.
I don't.
But I mean, I don't know. There's certain dynamics you have, and cordial. Like, I'm cordial with my ex's man, and my ex is cordial with my wife. But I think me and my ex-wife we have a friendship. We have a conversations that we can have. That will never lead to anything inappropriate.
So you're saying you can be attracted to someone without wanting to sleep with them, and then also be friends with them without wanting to sleep with them?
Sure. Yes.
Bro. Well.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah. Yes. Because I have a friend. Because I actually have a friend, and I'm real cool with her husband. Me and him are cool. I like to do, but and his wife is she's attractive, but I would I've never sleep with her. Never even thought about it. Because I respect her and I respect him too much. I like him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I mean.
He's talking about me. He's talking about me. No.
Anyway, if ain't snowing, I ain't going.
They hate us.
Oh shit!
Just kidding.
He's not kidding.
I love all women. Anyways.
Do you?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I got double team last time we talked about this topic, but I ain't gonna say it. Hey,
You misunderstood and
I was about to
tried
say
to misquote us.
No.
The
Understood completely.
We can go back to the footage. That
Yeah.
was like our first episode?
No.
It was a couple in. It was like
third episode.
Okay.
I guess to wrap it up, not keep it too long. Uh, I don't know. And for me, on the guy's side, thinking about it, I know that I generally care about people, and I don't want anything extra from them. So I know that that is possible from people, but folks are sneaky, man.
Yeah. So
And
that
people will trick you at your worst moments to try to do some shit to you.
Yeah.
So I don't really know. I guess it's situational, like you said.
definitely situational, but the whole kind of being that friend zone thing. That's a tricky space too, for men because you're thinking, I it's completely dirtbaggish the way that quote. I mean, that what you read. That's
It is.
if you thinking as a woman that you actually have a real friend that you confide in and stuff like that. Just to come to find out, all he wanted is as soon as the situation arises. But
that's hurtful on both sides.
it is
Because
if you're in. So when you get put that there's some pain getting put in the friend zone if you're pursuing something. If you're pursuing somebody, that's
both sides.
That's tough.
On both sides.
Because that, my situation, whatever. She got somebody that's pursuing her, and she put him pretty much in the friend zone. But I don't want to put. Anyway, I won't put that out there too much. But we have sex with somebody and still.
I have been, and again, we'll wrap it up really quick. I've been friend zoned, and I don't even know why. I think that's the worst part. You chasing somebody, and you're trying to get to them, and we hung out a couple times, and I don't know. She just, well, I do know why, but I don't know the real reason why.
Yeah.
Well,
So I think
she has some baby daddy issues.
I think I've been friend zoned, but I'm not sure because she acted weird when I started friend zoning her back. Okay, if we're just going to be friends, okay, cool.
I'm not good at that. If I like you and I'm into you, I'm quick. Yep. What are you doing? Nothing.
But I never really pursued her. I just let her know that I thought she was sexy, but never really pursued her. And then, I kind of was in the zone, like, it was weird. It was a weird situation.
The auto
zone.
Nah, me, this is what I'm saying. Like, me and this chick was cool. We was hanging out, and then a bunch of stuff happened with a baby daddy, and then she went away for a while.
To prison? Dang, that's tough.
Nah, she just went away because all this stuff happened, and then she came back, and we was cool. And she just fell off. I don't know.
It's weird too. You like. This is what I guess this is my mindset. I think it's most of guys' mindset. When you knock something down, you think it's always back on the table.
Yeah.
And
when you think you did a good job.
Yeah.
that's the perplexity.
And you get that, what are you doing? This is not that type of what? What you mean?
You
remember 7 years ago?
Like I hit her with the move, man, and like she doesn't talk to me no more.
Yeah.
God, we so terrible, huh? Like
shouldn't have fucked this hard.
See, that would I would love to sit and talk with women and some women who have friend zoned some guys and the reasons why. I bet that's what I'm saying because guys we don't know. We don't know. When y'all toss us in a friend zone,
we're always the last to find out.
We're always the last to find out. And I guess, and again, I keep trying to wrap this up, but I get so annoyed.
No, you do not.
I do. No, because I get.
I think you do.
I get so annoyed when I'm online and I read, I'm just trying to find a good guy. There ain't no good men out there. And I'm thinking like, I used to try to talk.
So there's two things happening there. One or two things happening there.
I was just really in your inbox checking on you.
Yeah. So
and you ignore it.
She don't know what a good guy it looks like, or you just not a good guy like you think you are.
Or she just don't like you like that. She just don't think you attractive or whatever the fuck she heard you.
But that's false. Women don't care about attractiveness.
What?
A lot of women don't.
Man, you crazy as hell.
A lot of women will make something work if somebody has good personality and potential.
Where you been?
So I've been told. So I've been told.
No,
I don't think so.
no, my personality is top notch.
Get in those comments.
Oh yeah,
Let us know
Yeah,
because
let
I
us
think
know.
that's the truth.
and why? Just real. Why do y'all post that? I'm looking for a good guy, and there's 7 guys, good ones that you're ignoring in your inbox. They don't want anything from you. Some of them, 2 of them, 1 of them, whatever. I'm poke.
Have you quick question? Have you ever friend zoned somebody?
Yes.
A lot of them.
I mean, what's like the main reasons why? And had you had sex with them already?
I specifically friend zoned her because after knowing her for some time, I knew that I wasn't going to be good for her. I knew. And I told her, this isn't cliche. I'm not the guy for you. And I understand. Because she had went through a breakup with her baby daddies or whatever. And I think she was looking for something that I wasn't able to give her. And the more and more that I started to see her, and the more and more that I started to talk to her and get to know her, I'm like, yo, this chick is super dope. This chick is super cool. Me trying to do something with me, I'm not the guy for you. But we can be cool.
Because he's that good guy.
No, I just again this is around when I started my journey, so I wasn't trying to be a dirtbag to her.
Oh yeah. No, like you like
And me
I've
and her
had some
still
like
cool to this day.
I've had some like attractive female friends that I've never thought twice about doing anything with. Like
Because you couldn't or you.
I never even tried. I never even tried.
Well,
Like
sometimes we think like we don't think about it because we're like I would never have a chance with this chick.
no, that's not my personality.
I thought.
Yeah, that's not my personality. But I was like, she was down on her luck. She needed rides to work. So I'm going to work same time. I could scoop you up, no worries. I could do that. What? You need a ride home? No worry. I'll wait for you. I get off, 30 minutes earlier than you. And she thought I was trying to get at her. But I'm like, no. I mean, you're an attractive young lady. But I'm not looking at you like that. I'm just not. I don't know why. And it was weird.
You told her that.
Huh?
You told her that.
No, because she was like, she was like, yeah, you've been trying to get at me. And I was like, no, I've not been trying to get at you. I was like, look, I just don't look at you. I don't look at you like that.
Yeah.
Because we're like club fuglies. And she's trying to dance with me, and I'm like, I don't want to dance with you. I don't look at you like that. But she was dancing, and I was like, it's kind of weird. And it's like, you don't like the way I dance? I was like, yeah, I don't want to. It was a weird. Anyway, I ended up like almost, but something happened. It didn't happen, and probably the best thing that ever happened to me in my life because then I found my wife.
And you chunk somebody in the friend zone?
Yeah, I mean, I not so many words, but yeah, that's only because I wasn't, my situation and shit. I just wasn't ready for all that. I'm still not completely myself, so I'm like, I keep certain people at a distance. Like, look, this ain't what it is right now. I mean, I consider myself a pretty honest person. Like, I mean, if it's something that you want to know, I mean, I'll answer it. But if it's something I don't want to answer, you'll know it off top that I don't want to answer it. Either I don't want to talk about it, or I'll obviously completely go around it. I mean, it's completely obvious that I'm going around it and I don't want to answer it. But I mean, like, I don't do it like in a sneaky kind of way, like, I'm just gonna tiptoe.
Yeah.
No, obviously.
Like when we asked the pod, and he'd be like, "What's for lunch?"
Like I just don't want to, talk about it because either A is because I just don't want to talk about it, or B is just kind of bothers me. But I put people in the friend zone and I'm still friends with them, and even if I am messing around with a person that I have put in the friend zone, I give them that option. I'm like, look, I'm not just looking for a relationship or nothing right now, but if you want to stop messing around or having sex, we don't have to. We don't have to. We can just hang out and chill and just hit me up whenever you want. And I know it kind of seems like I I'm not doing it to be undermined or do some underhanded shit. Like, of course they're gonna still want to have sex with you because they like you. But no, I'm not even. It's not even that type of party. It's to
As
understand.
long as you're honest with somebody,
Right.
and you give them the option to leave or to not mess with you, that's all you can do. And if you are a single adult and another single adult wants to hang out with you and keep you company, there's nothing wrong with that.
But you know, I don't really have that situations like that now. But you know, when I did, it's just because I was going through some shit, and I'm just not even wasn't ready for a relationship or really I'm not able to give myself to somebody right now or at that time. Well, both. It wouldn't be fair to them. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all understand what I mean. It wouldn't be fair to that person to, you know. It's just
To be, they looking for something and you're not looking for something, but you go ahead and drag it out just because either, they're attractive, the sex is good, whatever.
I mean, and that's not to say that I wouldn't like to or this person doesn't have potential. It's just I can't give myself to 100% to this person because I'm still dealing with some shit on my end. It's not fair to them.
And once we, and we all had our times being whatever we were, but once you grow up and you can be honest about that, like yo, like I'm gonna waste your time. Like I can't do anything for you right now. I think that is something that people don't do enough of.
Right.
They don't say that enough because it's okay to say that. Like, hey, I don't got nothing for you. I'm fucking.
Yo,
I'm wrecked at this moment.
I'm the last person you need to be trying to get a relationship with.
Like, I got nothing for you. Nothing but these jokes.
Come and get these jokes.
These jokes.
Jokes of these rabbit ears.
Yeah, I got nothing else for you.
Pocket, son.
Oh.
You know my ears a little. I thought you.
No.
Okay. All right. Again, I'm Pope, man. I appreciate y'all listening.
Will, Broby. Yeah.
And I am Kmart. Appreciate y'all listening. Please comment. There are some questions that we did ask that we want to follow up with.
Yeah, make sure y'all share this, man. Like and subscribe to all that stuff. We got a YouTube channel and we also have a Facebook. So, and I know y'all watch the stuff that we post on our Facebook, but that's a link to our page. So if you go and you like our stuff, man, share it. Follow the page on Facebook.
And even if you have questions about the past episodes, we do plan on doing a kind of a question and answer here soon because I do get a lot of questions in my inbox that are lengthy. I can't respond to all that stuff all the time. So we got you. Just keep asking the questions and keep watching.
And our stuff may be a little hard to navigate too on our page because I try to navigate it myself a little bit. But all of our episodes are on our page and YouTube as well.
On our YouTube, everything is random on repeat.
So yeah, you can definitely find it if you have any questions or something like that. You want to go look at our old stuff. Just hit us up, inbox us on the random on repeat. We actually all are admins on that, so we can all. I know you don't know who you're talking to on there, but we're all admins.
But somebody will respond.
Yeah, somebody will respond.
We repeat what we're repeating on a repeater. So be a repeater. Subscribe.
Later.